Hello and welcome back to Marine for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is coconut water. And today, I wanted to play some Enel. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since I played this deck. So, it's been a minute since people have played into this deck. So, I'm still learning which matchups it's correct for me to starve and when it's correct for them to starve. That's going to be something that takes a little bit of time. Nobody's played this deck for ages. But when I did play this deck, I like to play it a little bit more aggressive at least. This list is, I think, more on the passive end. But the reason we're approaching this at all is because of Rygo, right? Kingdom Come is back. Kingdom has come back. And this is now the best removal in the game for big stuff. And Enel, because your leader effect really wants you to sit at 1 life for most of the game, is the absolute best abuser of this card. It's just incredible. I wish I could run like 6, honestly. God is so cracked out the wazoo. But yeah, that's why I'm revisiting Enel. He did also gain a few nice things from the new set. The Zorro is a very, very cheap heal. 4 Don, trash a card, get a heal. 4/6 body is great. It's bigger than your leader. So whilst your opponent, it's weird when they're supposed to and not supposed to swing into your leader. But this like gives them the dilemma of, oh, well, the Zorro is still bigger. So it's more effort to swing into it. We've also gained Nami, of course, because we're a yellow deck. Every yellow deck's gained Nami. This is the more aggressive card in the deck. So if you don't see, for example, your Godatsu for your removal, you can opt for Nami instead, burn their life, and start pushing on a lot of pressure. We've also gained Borsalino. Borsalino. Rayquaza help. We fixed the name on the sim. Shout out Batsu for that one. But yeah, Borsalino and Rayquaza. It's just a ridiculous combo. And with how many extra lives this deck gets, you're fairly likely to just get one of these in life naturally. Because you've got at least 5 life. And with all the healing, you probably go through at least sort of like, I don't know, probably at least 8 life in your average game. Sometimes up to like 10, because of how stupid this leader effect is. But Rayquaza, when it comes up naturally, just feels so insane, man. And not only can we resummon Borsalino, but we can also resummon this Vanilla Frankie if you just need a body. He's here as well. I'm also playing 3 Hiyori, primarily 4 Please Save Me, but you can also put 0 cost to bottom life. What a treat, we get to be absolute cancer. Incredible. Yeah, these combos are just dirty. Put in the 0 cost there, put in the Please Save Me there. This is just a better 0 cost. And it's a 3k, then it can defend your characters as well. What a treat. A couple of other new cards as well. We're getting the Wiper. Wiper is really good into purple Enel. I'd be tempted to go to 4 of this and maybe cut down, I don't know, maybe a 2k, maybe a Nami, honestly. Because this when you draw this into purple Enel, it's so good. They struggle to build a big board, so it's just kind of hard for them to hit through your leader effect. Especially when you can reliably heal at least twice a turn. When you're seeing your like Zorro Borsalino, Zorro, Rayquaza helps a lot, Enel obviously. So I'd be interested in going up to 4 of this, to be honest, next time I play him. It's been overperforming. And we're also getting this Kuma in OP15, EBO4. I think I prefer this to 6 cost Kuma, because when you swing with it, it actually presents a threat. The heal, like Enel gets so much healing anyway, that I find the burn lets you swing with this guy and just be a little bit more aggressive. Also, the heal on the on-play is free, as opposed to 6 cost Kuma, which costs a card. And also, if you're a budget-conscious player, this card will be very, very cheap, as opposed to 6 cost Kuma, which is still like 20 quid, I think. And finally, we've gained a new boss monster. A lot of changes for Enel. This Luffy he's alright. I've not been finding as much use for this guy as the 10 cost Enel, who, I mean, he's designed for the deck, so it makes sense. This is good into the going wide decks. If you're playing into like a Boa, this is very good. Into a Gecko Moria, it's very good. But into a lot of the more popular decks, other than, I know Boa's very good. Like Purple Enel, it's not amazing, because their stuff just hits for 10. Like, you can block 1, but being at 7k lead doesn't really help too much. And into Lucy, this is very vulnerable to just getting removed. Obviously, your Enel is as well, but it does a lot more before that happens. Into Lucy, if they have the 5-fist combo, they can just remove this and develop a Sabo. And you being at 7k isn't that crazy, because their leader still swings for at least 8, and their Sabo, swing at 9. which is still 2 cards, and it's not something you're excited to counter. By contrast, the Enel just always gets you a heal, it always gets you a swing, and yes, he's even more vulnerable to Fire Fist in particular, because they can just reduce the power and swing into it, but I at least like that he gets a lot more pressure, and into Purple Enel as well. The healing is just so good, man. The guaranteed healing, and like, if this sticks, man, you're in such a good spot if this sticks. And this can also pressure the 6-cost Enels. Like, swinging 12 into 10 isn't negligible. It once their hand has sort of deteriorated, which you sort of accomplish by, obviously, your leader swings, and this Kuma can swing pretty happily into Enel, because they don't really want to get more lives burned, especially if you had like a Nami early. In terms of the rest of the deck, we've still got some classics. We've got Godatsu. I brought him back. This is really good into Lucy. If you see this in your opening hand, you are starving. Do not attack them on 3. Do not attack them on 4. Wait till they play out the Cavendish, and then Godatsu the Cavendish. Because once they lose that, they don't have enough characters in their deck to pressure you through the leader effect, right? And Raigo is also incredible into Lucy. Like, if you can match their Sabos with Raigos, you cannot lose. You just can't lose, because they just run out of dudes. They've got 4 Sabos as attacking characters, 4 Cavendishes, and then maybe a couple other characters. Sometimes they're playing 6-cost Boa, sometimes they're playing Bartolomeo, sometimes they're playing Roger, but they only have like 10 characters. So if you can pop one with the Godatsu, Raigo a couple of Sabos, they just run out of gas. They can't kill you through this leader effect. So this combo has felt very, very good into Lucy. And I do wonder, if you changed a few more things, if you like change up the 2Ks, I wonder if you could make a full Sky Island build. And that would make you much more consistent at seeing your Raigos, seeing your Wipers, and seeing your Dartsus in the matchups where those matter. I think that is something to be experimented with. And I also think a full Starve build with cards like the 4-cost Kuzan could be pretty interesting. I think we've talked about everything. 10-cost Enel is obviously just insane. And in terms of 2Ks, I'm on 4 Zeus, because again, it's really nice into those early game going wide decks. We don't care about the taking a life. And sometimes when you're playing Raigo, this can actually just help you. It can be a benefit. 3 Hiyori specifically for the Please Save Me and 0-cost combos. And 3 Frankie, because he's a really nice body when you get him as a trigger later on, because he draws a card and gets to play himself. It's emergency play off Please Save Me, if you really like. But there are other 2Ks you could play in this slot. And if you were going down a Sky Island build, this would definitely be the new Searcher Nami 2K. So that's the list. I'll have more discussion about how I feel about the deck at the end, but here's some games. Got to go into Enel. Let's definitely take first. No, I'm looking for some kind of removal early doors. The Kuma is good, though. The Kuma is really good on 7. And the Nami's not the worst. Let's keep. I like the Borsalino as well. I do like the Borsalino as well. Yeah. Yeah, weird one. There's an Ohm. I'd prefer Godatsu or Wiper to Nami. Double Ohm. Okay, double Ohm's pretty good. At least it means no dog. No, he can still have dog. Swing a big 8. In the turn. Now he can do 5/5s here if he wants. That is pretty reasonable into Enel. I'm somewhat regretting keeping this hand. Sure. Okay, Wiper would go so fucking hard here. Wiper would go so insanely hard. At least he's only swinging twice though. Lightning Beast. It's gonna be 6/6 or 5/7. Keeps the Ohms for later. Good choice. It's 5/7. Right, okay. We're not dealing with leader. So with these weenies. Unless we find Wiper. We should counter one of these, though, I think. Because he's going to have all these extra swings. Let's go with the Bourse. Then we can bring it back with a Rayquaza if we get a Rayquaza trigger. Then we'll take the 7. Yeah, it's fine. It appears I'm simply the best. Woo! Goodbye. Goodbye, idiots. 6 lead. That's such a nutty top deck, man. That's so nutty. You just get rid of 4 dudes. Like, it doesn't cost him anything because they all replace themselves, but it's so beneficial for us getting this down. Insane. Takes the 6 as well. Either he doesn't have a Enel or he just thinks sitting at 3 is good, which I think that's fair. I think sitting at 3 is pretty reasonable. And we're going with Kuma next turn, I think. As long as he swings. And we're not swinging with the Viper. Gamma Knife. Oh, that's the trash. Sure. Good to know that he's playing it, though. A lot of them don't play this card, but you do see it's a semi-common tech. Yeah, puts the Dons here for a laugh. And do we see a swing of 6? No, we see a Divine Soldier and a swing of 5. Let's take. 10 cost Enel's nice to have. Gonna deploy this, gain a life. Then we'll put 1 Don here. And then swing again for 6. I feel like he will counter this one. I've been wrong in the past. But we're going to start swinging bigger soon. So yeah, I think that's a smart call. Pass the turn. Now we do want to stay at 2, because I can't Enel just yet. So we'll have to counter the leader swing here. He's just going to play another Enel. His leader swing will either be 5 or 6. Which I'll probably counter the Frankie for either. We can Nami Zoro next turn, which actually that's not bad, right? Gets the blocker down, sure. If we Nami Zoro next turn, we still actually get to swing 7/7, which is cool. The 2 guys, even if we take... Okay, you swing him with the soldier? I don't know about that one. I guess he swings 5. It's not the worst. Yeah, I hate it actually. I changed my mind again. I changed my mind. So we just take all of these, right? Yeah, we just take all of these. Because even if we go down, he can't put us to 0. And if we go down to 1, we're going to Nami Zoro, so that's fine. Well, sure. I'll use the trigger. That's a lovely one there. What a fair and balanced event. Kuma, sure. It's hilarious, man. That event's so fucking cringe. Is this better to get rid of the blocker? Maybe? I feel like Nami's... If I could Nami Godatsu, that'd be sick, but obviously we can't do that. I think Nami Zoro is the way. Let's go 7. What do you want to do with that? Do you want to block? Armor Argon. Cool, we get some cards. We get a card. Another Lightning Beast. I don't really want to swing with Akuma because he just blocks. If I swing with it, would I be willing to swing with the Viper? We don't need to heal right now because of that trigger. Swing 7, we could put on quite a lot of pressure. If he blocks the 7, actually, we can put on quite a lot of pressure. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. We can do double 8s here. Tip he blocks. Okay, he does block. Is this definitely what I want to do? He'll be able to take out the Viper and the Borsellino. We still keep 2 guys, and then next turn we can Enel. Yeah, I think this is just good. We probably eat this Divine Soldier, and then we'll eat 2 cards out of hand or a life. Which I think either works for us quite nicely. Yeah, I think the Nami was better than the Godatsu. But you can definitely look at it both ways. I think they kind of do the same thing to some extent. I'm just swinging again. We get rid of the Soldier anyway, so it's fine. Cool, we put him down to 1. That's nice. This can obviously become a blocker every turn, but if it does, he has to trash a card and he doesn't get to swing with it. Secret Enel. So this basically has to become a blocker. Otherwise, I think he's in a lot of danger. Maybe it doesn't this turn. We ditch a Secret Enel, though. Okay. We also have Hiyori Zero Cost, which is very funny. It's a nice option to have. Pudding looks like she's going to be swanging for 6. Another Pudding, sure. Marmaragan, it's a good one to have. 6 to 5, we should counter this one. Yeah. I'm not defending these characters anyway. But we can potentially get put to 0 there. If I don't counter that. Yeah. See where and if these swing. Because if he doesn't put us to 1, then the Enel is worse, but we can actually just play Kuma then. That's another option. This blocker Enel also, I still think, doesn't swing. I'm still not convinced it swings. So it does go 5 to lead. If we take this, it incentivizes the blocker Enel to swing. Are we confident in killing him? I want this to swing. I think. Because I'm fairly confident in killing him. I guess he could have a load of lightning dragons to freeze our shit. That would be kind of annoying. I mean, that's way... Why would you take that out? Take out Wiper, bro. Wiper gives me free shit. He's the GOAT. Definitely would not recommend taking out the Borsalino there. And then I guess Enel becomes a blocker, right? You can still swing it into the Wiper. We could actually save it at this point. Just something. Imagine if he swings the Enel into the Kuma. No, he does just make it a block. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's just another secret now. Okay. So, what now? I think we start with 7. We know he has a Marmaragan, and this does play into it a little bit, but he gets to use it at some point anyway. Varie and a Holly. So now we know he's a Marmaragan. Because he showed us it off the Pudding. I can't remember what the other event he got off the last Pudding was. It was another Marmaragan, but he used one, didn't he? Oh, it was quite a while ago. No, he might have 2 Marmaragans in hand. We're best off just going with this, right? We could just double heal with Zoros. Heal back to 3. If we're at 2 with the Enels, we can obviously counter these pretty easily. And he'd need all 3 of these and something else to go through. And we've got really big counter. So we definitely just 10 cost Enel. For sure. Let's swing 6 lead. Marmaragan Holly. I'm pretty sure he still has 1 more Marmaragan in hand. Six lead again. Gives us Varie. Okay, now we swing into this Enel. Tossing one of the Zoros. Game on. And swing 12 to 10. He griefs and throws. He didn't have another Marmaragan. I thought he did. Regardless, that is in fact the game. I mean, regardless of whether he just trolled there or not, once we kill that Enel, that is the game. He draws a Varie. He has 2 little weenies. He can maybe draw like 1 or 2 more cards. There's what? Under there. There's another Varie and a Shura. But yeah, he tossed all his secret Enels. Because he was concerned about counter. Which is fair. But then it means you have nothing to do. I have found this matchup. We had 0 cost last life anyway. We got lucky with Satrigas there. But yeah, I don't think this game was ever in doubt. The Kingdom Come, which can blow up Pudding. Just in case. And then you're the one who should disappear. Last life is very funny. I don't think we were in any danger there. Yes, he threw right at the end. But I think that game was representative enough. The Wiper top deck was insane as well, though, right? Like, I got to show off the cards that I put in the deck for this matchup. We did get a little bit lucky at drawing them in exactly the right times. But, at least it showed off why they're there. I am wondering whether I could go down a full Sky Island build, but I don't know. It feels like enough of the good cards just aren't Sky Island just yet. Going to Lucy, we've got second. I like the Zeus for getting rid of his calves. I don't so much like the lack of Rygo. I do really like the Zeus. Getting rid of the calves early is very important. He mulligans. Gadatsu would be good as well. Let's try and do better. Okay, that's definitely better. We've got Zeus, we've got Gadatsu. This is good. So we are going to be starving for the first couple of turns. We have nothing to do on 2, obviously. He's got the stage off the rip, which is pretty good. Bello Betty. Okay, so there's a very heavy searcher build. It's a memento of him setting up for his 4-don combo. Seems good. Does he swing? Becky? Sure. Finds a Sabo. Very good. He does swing. Sure, well, we're going to take. No trigger. Borsalina's nice to have, though. And then puts a Don on Becky. We're not going to swing. There's no need. Because we want to Gadatsu next turn. If he has the Leo, that'll be pretty annoying. But we're going to say that you probably don't have it. I think I'll ditch the Quasar. Maybe I think the Rayquaza game 1 and then just pass. Not going to swing. Because we have Gadatsu, right? Yep, we're going to take again. On the Borsalino, sure. Is it a memento of him? Might it be a memento of him? It is. Shocking. Hopefully, no Leo. That's all I'm hoping for. No Leo. I guess Bartolomew's worse as well because that has a protection effect. Teaches the Barry pistol, plays the Cavendish. No Leo. Incredible. We just start with Gadatsu, go to Cav, and then we'll go 5-7. No Rygo in hand is a little bad, but it is what it is. I was blocked with Becky. That's really good. That's really, really nice for me. I'm happy to see that gone. Now, Sabo's coming down, I would have to assume. I think the optimal combo here actually might be Sabo into Memento of him into Cavendish. That would be really quite good. Because it would establish 2 bodies. And we do not have Raygo just yet to deal with the Sabo. If you can chain Raygos, like this matchup is borderline unlosable. Because they only have so many useful characters. Okay, it's Sabo into Fire Fist. Sure, we're reducing Zoro. We're going to take out Zoro. That's fine. Bello Betty gets a little bit of value, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. And then we swing 8 leader if you want. We do. Do we have anything in there? We do not. That's kind of a bummer. I wish I countered with a Borsalino earlier, I guess. No trigger. Kuma's solid. Don't mind Kuma. I would, yeah, I'd wish we had the Raygo, but it is what it is. It truly it is. Let's go 5, because if he blocks, then we go 7. If he doesn't block, then we just leave Gadatsu here for later. And then we'll play out the Kuma. Get the heal. It's a slightly annoying on KO. Birth Burst. This is a new one on me in this deck. Interesting. Game on life. Pass it up. We have one done for this. I don't really want to use it, but you never know. You never know. Does he have another Sabo? There's always another one. They always chain, man. He's not seen that many cards though. Okay, he's digging for something. Very pistol. Can't help but feel that wasn't what he was looking for. Okay, he has the Sabo. I don't know what the debate was. Yeah, this is really good. He just has the... They never run out of these flipping Sabos, man. Meanwhile, I have no Raygos. I'm going to counter with a 1k here. Am I? Now we just take, because if he swings again, then we, Enel. Swing into the Sabo. One Don goes on Becky, right? Yeah, sure, we'll just take... this is just not live, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, Mondon goes on Becky. Okie dokie. Now is it an Enel turn? I think it is an Enel turn. Let's go 5 leader. This only clears the Rebecca, though. It's kind of annoying. Oh, he blocks that there. Well, now we get to clear Rebecca and probably deal the damage, then. Yeah, Zeusing Rebecca is never the option, because then we're down at 0. Could Zeus Rebecca Bourse? But that's 7. We'd only be able to swing 10 into 9, which is nowhere near good enough. So we'll go with... Enel. Swing into Sabo. Yeah, ditching 0 cost here. Game 1. Now, he'll give us Becky here, I would have thought. Yep. Then we'll go 7 lead. Put on a little bit of pressure, get him down to 2. All 2 cards, but I imagine he'll take this one. Yep, cool. Pass it up. Now, we're hoping to not see Sabo into Fire Fist, but... yeah, he probably has it. There's what, 2 6 cards at the bottom of the deck he's sin, so he's sin about half the deck. He's sin about half the deck. There's a stage. Even if he gets Sabo, if he whiffs Fire Fist, it's incredible for us. Because if this Enel sticks, we're just in such a good position. Sabo. He's taking his time. Does he not have it? Does he not have it? He doesn't have it. Okay. It's a memento of him. No one else can have it. He doesn't. Someone has it. I guess another Cav's coming down here then. That's still pretty reasonable. Yeah, still pretty reasonable. But our Enel did get to stick, which is just so good, man. Cav? Wherefore art thou, Cav? Do you not have a Cav? It's just a draw one trash one is really bad. That's very poor. Wow, he actually doesn't have the Cav. That's a really unlucky turn for him. But he has chained 3 Sabos, so I'm not going to cry too much. So we take this, we go down to 1, we take that. This heals us back to 1 anyway, so if we want to hit, as long as we can heal once next turn, we're kind of gaming. If I defend this, we just take them all. Just take them all. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. No trigger, obviously. Bello Betty, I do not care. We just get to Rego one of these Sabos. If any of these Sabos swing, we get to attack them. There's the Fire Fist he was looking for. There's only 1 Sabo left in his deck. Only 1. Absolutely. No trigger. We'll ditch the Nami. It's completely useless. Yep, puts us to 0. That's fine. We're going back to 1 very, very easily. And I think I'm going to do the funny Rayquaza combo. We do need to counter the boss, but it's all good. Do 6 Dom for this. Blow up this. Then I'll swing 5 into leader. Because he should never take this one. Does give us a 1k. Cool. Not really one I'm that excited to get. Now I think we swing 14 into Sabo. Ditching... Wiper can actually be alright. I think Godartsu's time has come. We'll go with him. Game 1. Hopefully this goes through. If this does go through, we're just in such a powerful position. Because he's just going to run out of Sabos, right? You can only play 4 in the deck. And if he saves it, then we get 3 cards out of his hand, which is still pretty good. And they have to be 2Ks, and obviously his events can't defend this Sabo. He can use Dressrosa Kingdom, but then he's still going to give us 2 2Ks plus Dressrosa Kingdom. Barry Pistol with the Dressrosa Kingdom. Okay, he does have it. Or it's the Watch Me Ace. Okay, and a 1K, sure. And a 2k, sure. So he has no more 2ks in hand. We know he's a Sabo. Do I swing this Kuma? We have to do the Hiyori thing. Quite tempted to just not swing this Kuma. Nah, fuck it, we ball. I'm swinging the Kuma. I don't care. You ain't gonna KO him. Not while you've got a life left. And then we'll go Hiyori. Take the top life. Yeah, it was a Frankie. That's a pretty good one. We put her a Quasar there. Then end the turn. Now, we do have to throw away a Borsalino pretty much immediately, which, not the best, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, we know he has the Fire Fist. We don't know. Hey, he has the 4th Sabo. He's not whiffed a Sabo. He had a pretty shitty one last turn, it must be said, but he has not whiffed a Sabo yet, which is kind of wild. Now, this is at what, 3? Can just swing the Betties into it. I think that's probably worth. Okay, 2 to -1. Let me think about it. Yeah. I think that might go through. Sure, yeah. 8 to 5. We have to throw away a Borsalino. Use this. Play Borsalino. Use this. Ditch a... Viper? Akuma. I think Akuma. I don't think we need 2. Then we're going 1. Stick doesn't have access to unblockable, does it? No more Ray goes. Okay. Actually don't hate, like, Wiper here. Wiper reduces all these down. And it deals with the Betties as well, which is kind of cool. He has no more Sabos available. And Enel I don't think does anything. I don't think this is the play this turn. Just playing Wiper and then distributing Dons seems somewhat interesting to me. Get all those and reduce this. This goes here. Do you want to put any... could maybe play a Zora as well. I don't think I want to swing with this. It's so weird. Yeah, I kind of like the Wiper there, actually. So we start this checkmate now, because he has no more good characters, and we dealt with the Betties, which could have posed, like, meaningful attackers. We're now presenting this board where if he swings with his blockers, we just kill him. But if he doesn't swing with his blockers... Okay, he taps one of them. If he doesn't swing with his blockers, then he can never kill us. Definitely want to swing 7 into Sabo now. Then it's, do I go 9 with Borsalino? Do I value playing out this Zoro? Not really. If we can remove one of these, then it doesn't matter. I'll just go 11 into Sabo. That guarantees the removal, and he doesn't want to take out the Kuma, right? I think this guarantees the removal. I guess he can have the Ace event and then Dressrosa, but then he goes down to 1 in hand, which is equally pretty bad. Yeah, I guess it doesn't exactly guarantee it, but I think it's our best shot at removing this. Okay, Fire Fist on the Dressrosa Kingdom. Does he have the Ace event? Yeah, I guess he does. But we get a Fire Fist out as well, which is good. Yeah, just watch me Ace. Okay. Okay. Let's pass then. We have 2 in hand. We got another Fire Fist out. How many Fire Fists is that's gone? 3 Fire Fists gone. He needs to find more Cavendishes. With how few cards are in his hand. He's just had them done. And these could easily be like shitty 2-cost Fire Fists. The Birth Burst is weird. I kind of like it, but it's weird, right? We'll find out. I'm assuming he's not on Bartolomeo, right? Because he's not even shown us go ahead and use him, which I think that card is just better than this because it is searchable off everything. No, you can't bounce a 4, so... That Wiper was good, I think, that turn. The power down's really quite something. I mean, you still have the option to just double heal whenever. I'll 1k this, I think. Yeah, definitely gonna 1k this. I think we'll give the Kuma. I don't want to block, because then he just attacks my Borsalino. Because he doesn't really want to attack Kuma whilst he still has a life, right? That's the thing. I don't know what these two cards are in his hand, but they must be pretty good ones for him to not put any Don on his leader swing. Roger. Not what I was expecting. But I guess it works. And we have 4 swings. We have 5 swings with this. Enel. Interesting. If we go 5 and he takes it, we're threatening 6, 7, 7 big. But we then cannot block. Let's see what he does with his 5. Because this will be interesting. Obviously, he's going to want to go down to 0 so that his Roger is online. Perfect time to draw the Roger as well, right? Like, right at the end of the game, he's found him. Also, if we had Rhaego, it would still go hard. We've only seen 1 this game. He blocks. This can only put a Don on itself now. What if I start swinging into this and then heal? 9 with Kuma, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Bourse. We can guarantee the removal, but are we in a better position than No. We've been in a better position than last time. Slightly. He'd have a really shitty split. Don't think he plays anything that takes his own life. Block feels weird. If we swing 6 and he takes... The odds are, though, he's going to be able to counter a 7, right? Swing 6 and he takes, then yeah. We still have to play this Russia now. So I think we just play board again. So we'll go 9. Sorry, 11 into Sabo. And then just play the Bourse again. No point swinging anything else for obvious reasons. Now we enter the Roger stalemate, I guess. Wasn't expecting the Roger. Was not expecting the Roger, but that's what we got. Having the Zoro in hand is nice in case we do draw a Rhaego. Because you can Zoro Rhaego in the same turn, right? Fire Fist. We're taking out the Kuma. Oh, if he kills the Kuma, he goes to 0. And I didn't think about that. Yeah, if he kills the... We don't have to use it. Do we die to We don't die to Roger. We never die to Roger. So we go no block at resolve. Yeah, make him take the life. You have that life. And like, yeah, my blockers are no longer online, but I don't care. I don't care. No trigger. Oh, that's an interesting one, though. I think it's good. This is strictly a play mistake. You cannot win the game. Unless there's some kind of rush guy that I'm not thinking about. Regardless, we go no trigger, just ditch. Probably this. Is he just giving up? Yeah, he's just giving up, sure. Fair enough. He didn't see a way out. His last... He had the Cavendish. Maybe he didn't have it last turn. Maybe that was like one of his draws for turn. Because I feel like the Cavendish would have been good. Just to play out. No, he did have Zeus. I don't know. It's really weird. If you can actually remove their stuff, This matchup does feel pretty reasonable. When you don't see the Rygos, it becomes a lot more difficult, right? Like, if you can just match each of their Sarbos with the Rygo, you just win. And the loss of 8 cat actually kind of hurts more than I thought it would. I didn't think yellow got hit that hard by rotation, but yeah, 8 cat's a good one. Going to Mihawk, he's second first. I'm actually kind of like the Namis. Rygo's got to be good in this matchup, though, right? Just for getting rid of his big shit. That's got to be good. Let's give it a go. I don't know. Let's give it a go. Coffin boat. Pass. We've got an 8. Killer, sure. So it's more of a supernova focused build. Lord Beppo, going to be important. He's not starving. Cool, we'll take. Yeah, I'm just going to cycle that out. Zeus is better than Frankie for sure. That's for sure. We'll go. I don't have Gadatsu, so we'll just go 5. Play this. Trashing. I think 1 Nami. It's probably all we need. Gain a life. Pass it over. Shigi, cool, so we can't Zeus it. That's fine. We'll just Nami next turn for sure. 8, absolutely. Another Zeus. Again, not really what I wanted. Surprised he didn't do 5-5 there with the Kid Killer. That would seem maybe better. Do I want to swing with this Zoro? I don't think I really do. But he can pretty easily take it out anyway. So I should have swung with this first. That's a mistake. I was umming and ahhing, and then decided, I will attack with it. So yeah, we should have done it first, because this 2k could have been the life that he just took. And then we'll just go 7. But Quasar's not even live, so there's no point leaving a die open for it. I imagine he might counter here if he has a counter event like a DMG or something. Yeah, same difference. I know you're strong, so we'll go all out from the start. Now, next time we don't have a great play. We can drop a Borsellino, which is alright if we get down to 2. But that is about all we have. He has the Shanks. That is a nice find. Sure, rests our Nami. Sure, I wonder if he'll... I mean, you always take out the Zoro first, but... Could maybe try and take out both, actually, here. Yeah, we don't defend that. And if he takes this out, we'll just play out the Borsellino from the effect. But no, he doesn't. Sure. That works out even better for me. Because we wouldn't have got the heal. Oh, we could Rygo the Shanks. Is Rygoing the Shanks worth it? Or is it better to keep the Rygo for something bigger? We would lose a life, which kind of stinks, but getting rid of this is solid. Establishing Borsellino is solid too, though. I'm not sure what's the best option here. I feel like I want to keep this for the Lord Beppo, but getting rid of the power reduction as well is good. He's going to be able to rest this Borsellino if we let the Shanks exist. And that's probably the biggest thing that's making me want to get rid of it. If we Zeus first, we just get the draw, and he has to either... We can probably just blow up the Kid Killer, actually. I don't hate that. He only has 1 rested card. So let's go... 5 lead. Okay. That was a Rayquaza. That's quite frustrating. That'd have been a nice one to have. We blow up the Kid Killer, because we can't blow up this because he just rested the Don. There's no point. Then we Rygo the Shanks. And then we'll swing 6 lead. I think that was good, because we get the draw off the Zeus as well, which is... It sort of... yeah, we don't trash the life. We get to cycle out and remove the little guy. And removing the little guy is alright. Mihawk notably cannot hit our Enel, but Lord Beppo can, so that's pretty tricky. He's going to start being able to freeze everything. More Rygos would be good, but goes with the Coffin Boat. Yeah, swing this first. We have to counter this with, I think, Zeus here. Then you just don't swing to Shigi. Or you can swing to Shigi into Nami, but he doesn't. That's so fucking good, man. That's so good. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was an insane top deck. What the hell? Go to this. Get him out. Then I'm going to Hiyori put the Rayquaza in life. We don't have a Bolster in trash yet. We can just counter with one. Yeah, he has an event. Sure. Then we'll Hiyori. Take the top life. Put a Rayquaza in there. End the turn. Seems good to me. Then okay, he doesn't Lord Beppo because he wouldn't actually get the buff because we have nothing rested. That top deck Rygo was good, man. Oh, that was pretty hot. Surprised that a lot of Mihawk players weren't playing this last set. I wonder if it's just better now because it stuns purple Enel, right? That feels pretty valid. Being able to stun the purple Enel. Another Tashigi. That's surprising he didn't use Law to bounce the Perona and play Tashigi. I feel like that could have been a bit of a play. But it looks like we're swanging big. 8 on there. Yeah, we just take... no, we have to counter 1. We have to counter with Borsalino. Resolve. Use the trigger. Use this. Play Borsalino. Enel effect. Counter with... I think Wiper? Could be alright this turn, though. Maybe Rayquaza, because we don't have any more Hioris. Yes, toss a Rayquaza and game on life. Funny. Funny Rayquaza. Kind of aids. I can't believe that combo didn't get hit at all, man. It's so cringe. It's actually so cringe. And with all the extra lives we get, there's a decent shot of us just hitting them. Yeah, sure. Hey, another Enel. That's a pretty... I mean, it's pretty fine. It's pretty fine. 5. Cool. Wow, actually, wow. You took that. You took that. If we just swing with the Enel, he can't Lord Beppo go to 7. And he also can't take out these. So I think just playing the Enel is the best thing here. And we just swing lead, right? There's never... Is there ever a world where we try and take out Tashigi? I don't think so. Just push lead. I'll toss a... Nami, Wiper, and there we go. And then another Enel is not the worst. I think just tossing the Nami here is fine. Come on. Then he has to take this, go down to 0. He has to freeze the Enel, but the Lord Beppo is not going to push him to 7, which is very relevant. Because we only have one tapped thing. And if he freezes like the Borsalino, then the Enel just swings for 20, 22, you know. And if he doesn't go to 7, I think we've got a pretty good shot of a split here. Which he can't go to 7, obviously. So I think he's kind of between a rock and a hard place. I definitely don't think last turn was very weird. Searching up a 6-cost Law and then not playing it is slightly odd, but I do think the Lord Beppo... It might have just been better to get it down last turn, to be honest. You might have just been better off getting it down, but if you didn't have a second one, then suddenly the Enel that comes out becomes scary, right? Because if it swings for 12 and then you can't stun it. So I kind of get why he probably didn't. I'm guessing he didn't play the Lord Beppo because he didn't have another one to then stun the follow-up. But still, I don't think that just Tashigi was the play. At least play the... yeah, at least play the law. As the law up. Okay, he freezes the Borsalino to go to 7. But you have no blockers. Can you really counter a 22? There's no way, right? There's no way. Surely not. He even rests Dons. It's crazy business. Bro. We don't even use it because oh, he just leaves anyway. Yeah, he didn't have the counter, whatever. That was funny. 0 cost. So yeah, he didn't have a second Law Beppo, which is why he didn't play it last turn. I don't know why he didn't play the Law. You can Law, play Tashigi, pick up the Prono, play the Prono again. Maybe find another Law and Beppo. Yeah, or even just another event. Like that'd be another big Trichiliocosm to maybe counter a 22. But yeah, quite. Yeah, weird. This obviously wasn't in his hand. Yeah, I think should have definitely played the Law. Because then you have a blocker as well. Which, having a blocker and being at 7k at least makes my lethal somewhat difficult, right? Because if we just swing like 12 with an L, then you can Trichiliocosm 2k, and then I've got something to think about. You know, or you can block and call me out, say go 16. But yeah, we're slightly weird play last turn. I think we'd have been alright anyway. Maybe. It's hard to say for sure. If we had that one blocker, he's kind of big. But we can just play another Enel and go back to 2. And because of the 0 cost trigger, we're going to be at 2 anyway. If he swings with this, we're at 1. This heals to 2. We can heal to 3 with... We can heal to 4 next turn. That's crazy. Because this is 0 cost trigger, right? If I just go trash an Enel, trash Wiper, then next turn we heal with a Enel, trash the other Wiper, and then go Bourse. I get to heal back to 4. That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. Maybe we would have been alright. So, thank you for watching. Let me know, what do you think of the games? What do you think of Enel? Have you got a better build? Let me know in the comments if you've got a build that you think is better than this, excuse me. I do think a lot of this is going to be pretty staple. The Zorro, the Borsalino, they just feel very, very good. Nami, I think, is probably more optional than these two, which is kind of wild with how crazy this card can be. And I really was impressed with both the Wiper and the Godatsu. Like, they're good in different matchups. But when they're good, they're good. And the Godatsu is also decent into Enel, for sure. But the Wiper giving you Arrested Don every turn as well is lovely. Like, when you curve out and play your Enels, you still get to swing 6. Say you're playing against Purple Enel. That means they can't just Marmaragon. They've got to actually give you a card. Which, again, just feels a lot better. Very impressed with 7 cost Kuma as well. This card feels really good. And the Lucy matchup, when you chain those Rygos, man, it's so free. It's genuinely so free. But even in that game that we had today, where I didn't chain Rygos, we got one. We didn't manage to chain them. It still feels very manageable. The amount of healing this deck pumps out, this guy, with the Borsalino, with the stupid triggers, and the Kuma, it's really, really powerful. Either way, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts and your lists of Enel in the comments, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.